I think in general, I've been in the jury maybe 4 times, so I've been in the jury also last year, which was heavily affected by COVID, so I think we saw less submissions, we saw a lot of stories which were about the pandemic, and I think this year there was an increase of submissions, which is great, and it looked like, you know, I mean, there were stories which were not about COVID anymore, and obviously there were probably what the main stories were Ukrainian refugees and the visit of the Pope to Slovakia. Especially long-term projects, we were very impressed with the quality of the work submitted. In other categories like nature and environment, it was disappointing, I must say. So it's also to urge photographers to pay attention to what's happening to our climate and produce those stories, because they are incredibly important as visual proof, but also as historical records. I think Slovak Press Photo has a lot of experience in organizing this contest now, so in general the operation is very smooth, we are well taken care of, and it was very interesting to be with especially this jury this year, which included a Russian and a Ukrainian, but also a Slovak and a Czech. So it was interesting company, and it was interesting discussions as well, because obviously, especially Yuri and Sasha, the 2 jury members from Russia and Ukraine, many of the stories were very close to them. Well, I think first of all because it celebrates journalism, and I believe freedom of the press is more important than ever. We can see this in surrounding countries here and anywhere else in the world. So, you know, I mean, it's important that this work gets seen, and that's the great thing, obviously, about a competition like Slovak Press Photo. It gets a lot of attention in the media. Who's winning, but it's an exhibition as well, so it highlights stories which people maybe otherwise would not have noticed or would have seen. So, but it especially, most importantly, I think it promotes a free press and is a platform for the free press. But obviously, a democratic state has to guarantee the freedom of the press and the liberty of the press. So, in that sense, there's an obligation from a government to support this and make this clear to a general population as well. So, yes, a government should play a role. I don't know if a government should play a financial role in financing an independent organization, but a government is definitely there to promote this and be very positive about it, because it's organizations like Slovak Press Photo and independent newspapers and magazines, whether they are online or in print, are more important than they were ever before.